What's going on, social media world? Otis here, back from my garage to you. Public service announcement. The Bitcoin space can be exhausting. And me personally, I've been tired of the Bitcoin space. Not the people, not the content creators, but what Bitcoin is doing, the adoption, the news. Is so much news, and a lot of us can't make sense of it, but I can. I rewind to myself back 2019, and how I adopted Bitcoin. I look back at, that I saw Bitcoin, and I had heard about it before. We all have this story of Bitcoin, and I went through my process. And I'm looking at it now as the government doing their process. They're saying, okay, we know it's a good idea. Boom, I'm going to buy into it. And I did the exact same thing. I did the exact same thing where I just heard Bitcoin was a good idea. I finally stopped calling it a scam. I finally, say, okay, I'm going to put some money into it. And the US didn't even do that. They didn't say I'm going to put some money into it. They just say, okay, the money that we have, then we're going to, the Bitcoin that we have, we're going to now hold it as an asset. And then, if we don't have the spending of the taxpayer money, we'll buy some, sure. And it's the same thing how it was, if I had some extra money, I'll buy some more Bitcoin if I have some extra money. And I know that's not like the government versus an individual is completely different, because as an individual, I was like, okay, well, if I do, if I don't, then sure. But there are multiple people saying, yes, it's a good idea. Some people still saying, no, we're kind of skeptic. So it's going to take some time for this bullish view in our government to actually happen, because other countries are still doing it. Like, you hear all this news, and the news, like I said, for me is exhausting. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, the EU is buying Bitcoin, and I'm getting this. I know you're tired. But this is let me give a solution to what to do during this time. During this time, zoom out, look at your finances. Do not go in a hole or go into major debt because you want to buy this dip. And I'm saying it's not as financial advice, but you don't want to harm yourself. Like, I get dollar cost averaging, I get putting the extra money in, but don't. We're not certain about the trajectory of this cycle. We're not certain. A lot of us not certain. A lot of Bitcoiners, we were certain after the SBR, myself included. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve for the US, price going to, $500,000. I still think this year is a $1 million chance for the price to go up. I think it is a $10 million asset. I think it's the asset to end all assets, but it's going to take time. So it can't be, we cannot focus on the micro economics. You have to zoom out. I told my younger cousin, because I said, listen, you should buy Bitcoin. She was, she loves to, she follows, like, I try to be a good role model to all people, but especially my family members. And the big thing I told her is, like, you gotta zoom out. The price is gonna drop, the price is gonna go up, but you can't, if you want to make quick buck, this isn't it. Bitcoin isn't the place where you're gonna make a quick buck. You're gonna make a quick, get into these altcoins, Cardano or any of the other ones, jump in, when the price go up, take your money out, boom, you've made some money. But if you wanna look for long-term wealth, it has to be Bitcoin. Zoom out 4 years, and it's gonna do what it's gonna do. But let me ramble for one quick second and tell me if I'm crazy in the comments. If Bitcoin drops to zero, then what? Bitcoin drops to zero. This would have been the first asset to ever go from 2 million to zero. The first one ever in the history of our society, at least that I can, at least that I know of. And then the other, right? Bitcoin goes from the 78 or 80K, wherever it's at right now, to $1 million. Well, look at the upside and the versus downside. The downside is, let's just say you have one whole Bitcoin at 80K, you lost 80K. Dang, that sucks. It sucks. But if you wait and Bitcoin goes to $1 million, look at the upside. So it's really hard for me to feel bad for anybody during this time. It's really hard because you said when it was at 100K, you said you wanted to buy it at 100K. Then when it dropped, you complained about it again. So it's really hard for me to empathize with a lot of people about this time period because, yeah, you now have all the time to buy and to get into the space, to understand the space, to learn. So that's all I have for this video. I know I rambled a little bit, but just a thought, you know. It's really, once again, it's really hard for myself, and even in the news, I see people, they're tired of this Bitcoin whole price thing, because the price, yes, is so volatile in both directions. It jumps up, it jumps down. It goes 10K in one day, and it goes another 15 in another 2 days. Like, it's everywhere. You don't focus on the price. Stack your stacks. Focus on your actual Bitcoin allocation, how much Bitcoin you actually have, and then relax. Don't put your family in a hard situation. Stack your stats. Enjoy this life. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Everything gonna be okay. But till the next one, peace. I'm gonna clean this garage.